November 26th, Tuesday. I'm going to Target right now. I'm just getting out of work. I'm going to Target to pick up a DIY nail kit. So I've been fascinated with nails the last couple of days. I wanted to get my nails done at Junie B Salon, nail salon, which is Tiana Taylor's salon in Harlem. I made an appointment with Chrissy, and because my friend Ashley likes Chrissy, so Ashley recommended her. I booked the appointment, and then today I got a message that it was canceled. And my sister was trying to book an appointment as well, so my sister found out that Chrissy quit today. I found a video online that was really helpful and really, I don't know, it gave me confidence to do my own nails. She shouted out this one particular kit for like 12 bucks. So I'm going to Target right now here on 3rd and 69th, I think, and I'm going to pick it up. So St. Cecilia's has art for your home if that's what you're looking for. It has like vintage glasses, vintage kitchenware, houseware, shoes, just a bunch of things. What I do like from here that stands out to me is the art books. I was looking at one earlier, Van Gogh. I'm trying so hard not to hoard, but when I see an art book, I always pick it up.
It's a great store. I love the store since it was in the other location. They reopened it. They have great variety, clothing, accessories for the house, collectible, couch, furniture, everything. You just stop by. It's an awesome place.
Yes, and you shop for your family,
yeah, all
right?
the time. Yeah.
That's dope. I love it here.
Yeah.
I got so much furniture for my home from here when it was in the church. So, and it's like good quality, like good wood, like they say. Hello, it is Thanksgiving Eve, November 27th, Wednesday. I'm in my friend's thrift spot, my friend Juanito. You're in Harlem if you live here and you're looking for some quality furniture. I suggest this spot above all else because I have seen the outrageous prices at other thrift shops for vintage furniture, for quality furniture, and it's just absurd. And this place has really great prices for the quality that you get, especially. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, stay positive and be yourself no matter what other people think of you, because at the end of the day, it's not them in your shoes, it's you.
So that's Ricardo's Steakhouse that I'm passing by. I like to go there. They have two meals that I enjoy, both seafood. One is called 2nd Avenue, I think, and the other one is called Bass that ass, something like that, and that's sea bass, which is my favorite fish. They have 2 drinks in there, or is it 1? Yeah, it's one drink that I really like from in there. It's called You Don't Know Jack. It is Thanksgiving. I'm on my way to volunteer at the church nearby. Volunteering was so fun. Everybody's just happy. It's a gigantic church. There's smiles everywhere, from the guests to the volunteers, to the pastor, to the pastor's wife. Everybody's happy in there. So I started volunteering in the clothing department, and then I asked the pastor, would you like me to take photos of your guests, of your volunteers, and just send them all to you? And she said she would love that. So that became my volunteer service, just taking pictures of everything. I was surrounded by smiles. That's why I was so overjoyed. Everyone was giving me big smiles for the picture, and I think that really penetrated my skin. Excuse me.
Hi, it's Friday, the 7th or the 6th or something, and I'm crying because I'm cutting onions for my tuna.
So I was done volunteering and I decided to stay for the show because it was an interesting one that I've never been to before, and I'm so glad I did because it was really fun. It was so much fun. So it's here. It's this right here. Gotham Radio Theater presents Rudolph's Tale, a 1964 Christmas. Yeah, so I recommend you go see it if you're in New York. Check out everything that the performing arts, all the shows that they have, all the events, because they're all free to the public. So why not get yourself some culture? So I'm walking to Lincoln Center to show it to you in the daytime, because the last time I was here it was for Halloween and I volunteered, but I showed you Lincoln Center at night. So now I'm just going to show it to you in the daytime so you can see what it looks like. So this is Lincoln Center. That's the waterfall right there. The fountain, I'm sorry. And this is usually where like the kids hang out, you know, families come and take in some kind of a show. So the first week of my job, I had really bad anxiety. It was all training and it was really bad anxiety. The instructor was odd. The instructor treated people like they were children, and that I found very odd because no one had done anything. Like not a single person had done anything. She was rude, like she was borderline disrespectful in my opinion. Treating adults like they're children, talking to them so sternly, like you would think you're like in the second grade or some wild shit like that. It's just a training for Epic healthcare system. If you know Epic, if you're in healthcare, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, whatever. She was OD, but I didn't hate her, I guess. I had so much anxiety in that training, and especially in the test. When the time came to take the test, I was trembling. I was mad at myself for having anxiety, and that is so ridiculous, but that just goes to show you how hard I am on myself. And I know I'm not the only one out there that's like this. I was so hard on myself. I was so angry. I was crying. And then the next day I woke up, I felt a lot better, and I guess I got over it. You know, I was much kinder to myself, and I thought that being angry at myself for having anxiety was so fucking stupid of me.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
So then I start work, and it's literally like I'm working, like I'm there doing the job, being trained, like super hands-on training. And I start feeling as the days progress that the person that's training me is getting annoyed by me, asking questions or something like that. And so it was making me unhappy. It was making me angry and happy, but I didn't act out or I didn't do anything rude at work. I would come home and just not be happy. And so I made up my mind. I said, okay, that's it. Like, because I was trying to feel it out to see if it was me. You know, like I told you guys, like I reflect. I don't jump the gun. I try to just take a step back most of the time. And I'm really good at that, but I think I'm too good at that because I let too many days pass by before I said anything. Anyhow, so one morning I finally came in and I said, I spoke to him and I said, yo, if I'm annoying you, like you gotta let me know. We have to talk about it. If you need a break from me or something or whatever, you have to like voice it. Because I got the impression that I was annoying you and I don't want to annoy you, but I see it like this. I have 3 months in, what is it called? Probation. So if the 3 months come and you realize or you feel that I'm asking you too many questions, that I should know it, then you tell our director and I'm out. And that's it. It's no big deal. It's just work. There's an exasperation at work though that I find interesting. It's like once 5 o'clock comes, it's like people beasting to leave, and I don't want to be here either. Like once 5 o'clock comes, I want to leave, but that rush is like what I was talking about earlier, like how in New York everybody's like speeding through life. There was one more thing also with another coworker, another peer, colleague, whatever you want to call it. She sprayed Lysol heavy-handed, like OD, right? And I was trying so hard not to say nothing because she had said that it was kind of like her tick. It was hurting my chest, and it was just smelling really, really bad. And so I politely asked her, like, what's the story with you and Lysol? Like, what happened? Did you get really sick? Because I was trying to understand her. She was like, oh, it's just, I had a bad experience. People stink. And I'm like, okay. And I told her, if I stink, you could tell me. Like, I will tell people if they smell funny or if they got something in their teeth. I wear natural deodorant. I don't think I stink, but hey, you never know. And she laughed and she's like, no, it's not you. And I was like, well, that's killing me. Like, it fucking smells like poison. It smells dangerous. And she said to her, it smells very fresh and clean. And it's the regular Lysol, the yellow one. It does not smell fresh and clean. But anyway, I just kept it real, just said, hey, that's killing me. Like, so a lot of people at work, like, they'll let, like, they'll let these little things fester, and they will be so fucking miserable because they think that guy is annoyed by them asking questions. They don't ask questions anymore. They get mad anxiety. They get miserable. They hate their fucking job. They hate him. This girl's spraying Lysol like crazy. You don't say anything. You don't want to cause any friction. You let it be. And next thing you know, you got asthma. And you're taking medication and you hate her. Rather than just speaking. I feel good because I feel like I am never afraid to speak. Like, you're never going to catch me afraid to say what I feel and what I think is right for me at that moment. We were kind of confused about the holiday schedule and what it meant to leave an hour early, like financially and all that. And just, there was a lot of confusion there with her and I. And she was intimidated to ask the director, and I was like, girl, I'll ask. Like, come on now. Like, this is money, this is work. Ain't nobody working for free. We need clarity here. So I just feel like it's all about communication, yo. It will always boil down to communication. Don't be afraid to fucking speak up for yourself, ever.
So the best thing you could do at work to just clear the air is speak up to the director, to your boss, to your supervisor, to your manager, to your colleagues, to your peers, to the people that sit to your left and to your right. Because once you speak up, you've done your part. You've done your part. If you do not communicate, you end up hating each other. You end up hating getting up to work in the morning because now you've created or you contributed to this toxic environment. So for me, it's never been hard for me to say how I feel because saying how I feel protects me and it makes the environment healthier and cleaner. My Thanksgiving was lovely for the most part. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed time with my husband. I enjoyed watching him be himself because we were with his family. And when we're with his family, he is like just the most beautiful person to behold. Like, he's so dope when he's with them. He's like the true big brother that everyone needs to have, that you wish everyone had. It's just a joy to watch. I love it. He's so funny and so cute. So that is always the best part of my Thanksgiving when we are with his family. So what happened was, I'll tell you, I introduced 2 games for Thanksgiving. We always play little games, and I introduced 2 new ones that I learned from a show on Hulu, which I'll talk about in the cultural report, and another one that I learned from my friend Camilla. So they were just regular games. And along the way, someone turned them into shots game. Like, if you make a mistake, somehow it became possible to actually make a mistake. Because at first it's not like, oh, make a mistake. It's just play along or stay on beat or whatever. But don't, it's not like a you lose situation. But it turned into a you messed up situation. You got to take a shot. I don't do shots. I despise them. To me, my body doesn't respond well to them. It's like drinking nail polish remover. It's disgusting. It's too harsh. I don't like it no matter the brand. It became a thing of taking shots if you mess up. I should have said right then and there that I'm not taking shots. I don't take shots. So I mess up and they're like, no, you messed up, take a shot. I'm trying to explain the scenario. They don't get it. I'm like, okay. So I took the shot, which was I guess you would say that, honestly, that was my biggest ever of the night because I should have been true to myself. It has been like, I don't know how many years since I actually took a shot. Because back in the day when I used to go out a lot, I would front like I'm taking a shot. I never took a shot back then. You give me the glass and I either pour it back or pour it into like, I'll soak it into napkins all the time. And it was easy to do that because no one was watching me. But here in the game, if I messed up, everyone's watching me. Everyone's like waiting for me to take the shot. So I couldn't do that. I should have not taken the first shot. I should have been like, yo, I'm not taking a shot. Like, I'll have a sip of my cup or something, but I'm not taking a shot. Sorry, don't know what to tell you. Try to be a team player though, and I took the shot. And then right after that, like as soon as I finished with that shot, they said that I messed up again, and I did not mess up again. It's just, I don't know, they were like kind of making up rules along the way, which was just like insane to me. It was so stupid. But I was trying to get them to understand I didn't mess up. So I started to get really aggravated because John's little sister like insisted on me taking the shot. Everybody was like trying to push me to take the shot, but just to push me to take the shot, nothing OD. But John's little sister was kind of getting an attitude about it. Like, she was like getting an attitude that I wouldn't take the shot. Like, she was like just take the shot, just take the shot, right? To like someone else, she was telling them like, just take the shot, about me. And I'm like, it started to really, really annoy me. I couldn't understand how she didn't get that I don't do shots. Like, I don't do shots. I don't like, she was like, she couldn't comprehend that, and it started to really aggravate me. So I at that point I was the way I always am, which is like, I told you all that I used to be really sharp with my tongue and not really care whose feelings I hurt, and it was just like a natural reaction for me to cut people up if they tried me. it literally is like a reaction, a natural reaction, like hitting the knee and the leg flying up like that, like reflex. It's a reflex. So I started to get, I guess, aggressive, since that's what John's older sister said. She was like, we're gonna stop playing because people are getting aggressive, and people, by people she meant me. And I was, you know, there's nothing I could say to that because it's the truth. Even though what I would have loved for her to say is Isabel's getting aggressive, because then we could break this thing that's in front of us that keeps us from being tight, which is what keeps us from being real with each other. Like, just say Isabel is getting aggressive, and that way I could be like, yes, I am, because blah 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 blah. But if you say people, then what do you expect me to say? Oh, just say Isabel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if she would have just said my name, it would have been like such a moment for us to break free from that thing that blocks us from being tight. And sometimes we gotta beef and we gotta argue to get tight. Anyway, John's little sister's annoying me with giving attitude because I won't take a shot. Because she can't understand that I won't take a shot, that I just don't like them, that my body doesn't respond to them. And I'm like, yo, let me teach you about self-love and doing what you want to do and not letting people fucking tell you or force you to do anything. Like, let me show you, and this is how I'm gonna show you. I ain't taking that fucking shot. Anyway, so then she communicated with, like, John's little sister was telling the brother-in-law, you know, like, just take the shot, like, give an attitude about me. And then and then he said, I don't take shots, but I'm taking a shot. And I said, yeah, I bet you do a lot of things you don't want to do. And then when I made my second cheers, which was here's to self-love, John's brother was like, that's corny. And I was like, that's corny because you don't love yourself. So I couldn't, like, I was just going at it. And that's when John's older sister was like, we're going to stop playing because people are getting aggressive. And and it's true. It's true. I was getting ugly and nasty, I guess you can say, but that's after the fact that everybody was annoying the shit out of me and they couldn't see that I was like, yo, I don't take shots, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And what annoys me when I reflect on it is not that I got nasty, because this is what you get. Like, this is what, when you open your mouth and you say something to someone, it's not, even though I have grown a lot and I told y'all that I don't, like, I just sit there and I don't say shit anymore. But you can't always count on that. I'm a human being. John's brother, that was a corny cheers when I say here's to self-love. He and I are not tight. And I don't know if we ever will be. We don't, like, I don't know if we could ever be tight, honestly. Because I'm really particular about the people that I fuck with. But he held on to that because he said that my self-love cheers was corny, because earlier I said that his cheers was not, like, is not what the game called for. So the game was a cheers game. Like, I don't know if I just mentioned it, but I'm going to repeat it if I did. So I say a cheers and I'll say here's to self-love, and then you use love. My last word, you use it in your cheers in there somewhere. It doesn't become your last word. Your last word has to be totally different. Anyway, his word was everything or anything. And he literally said, here's to everything, here's to anything. And I said, no, like, don't cop out. Don't make it so easy. Like, really give us something from the heart using the word anything and everything. But here's to anything and everything. You're not trying, you're not thinking. Think about it and use words. Like, it's a word game. Just use words. You know what I mean? Anyway, so he was holding on to that, and he said, well, you said no corny cheers, and that was a corny cheers. And that's what bugs me about him. Like, he's that kind of dude that will hold on to something. Like, I had offended him without ever even realizing that I offended him. I just wanted him to play the game, like, really play the game, like, really participate. That's all. That's literally all. But he held on to it, and as soon as I said self-love, he pounced on it because he was holding on to it, because ego is your fucking enemy. It will always be your enemy, and he can't comprehend that. Anyhow, so I got nasty. That's all I can say. I don't know if you all picked up on it, but from my heart, naturally, I refer to John's family as John's family. I've never connected with them in a way that I feel bonded to them. There's some of them that I do, but I don't need to point them out. They know who they are. With John's little sister was the issue. Like, it wasn't even his brother. It wasn't his brother-in-law. It wasn't his older sister. It was his little sister that had an issue with the fact that I don't want to take shots. I have no beef with her. She seems to be a good mother to me, and you all know that's all I care about. A summer or two ago, we were talking about looks or whatever, and it was her, myself, and a friend. And she was like, she said something like, you're pretty, but you just have like a Jimmy Neutron chin, or Johnny Bravo. I think she said Johnny Bravo. So my friend laughed, and I laughed because it's funny, but at the same time, like, I had this twinge inside of me, like this, like, like, that's not how you give a compliment, and that's not what we were doing. We weren't, like, I had not said anything about her looks, and I don't go around talking about people's looks. Like, I don't. If you want advice, if you feel like you need to lose weight, you need to gain weight, whatever, we could talk about that, and that would be a conversation. But it wasn't that kind of conversation. We were talking about looks, each other's looks, like our own looks. Like, we were reflecting on ourselves. And then she said, "You're pretty, you just have a blah 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 chin." Now, I've said in the past here that people have teased me about my strong features forever, and I don't care about that, because no one will ever convince me I'm not beautiful. No one can tell me I'm not pretty. I am very fly. And I know that, you know, or better yet, even if I'm the only person in the world that knows that, I know that, and that's what matters. Like, the soul knows that. Anyhow, so this is long. Anyway, you all know that I like to, like, my reactions are usually reflexes, but I've been working on that. So I said nothing to her. I just laughed at it, because I know how to take a joke. I know how to laugh at myself more than anybody. You know, I'm not gonna OD. I didn't say you're pretty, but your wandering eye fucks with my ADD, because she does have like a, I don't know what kind of an eye it is. It's like, it's lazy, or it moves around, or it stays still, but something about it drives my ADD crazy, and it's true. Like, when I talk to her, I have to focus, like right here, not to pay attention, like to focus, to be able to focus. And I mean it, like, I do have ADD, I think. I've never been diagnosed, but I think I do. Anyway, so to me that doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean she's not pretty. Like, who gives a fuck? Look at my features. I don't have your regular glorified features, but I'm beautiful, and I don't feel that from the heart. But that's who I used to be. Like, I used to say shit like that, and I had it in the chamber, but I wouldn't release it, because first of all, I don't want to give her a complex. I don't want to make her doubt her beauty. My boo just walked through the door, so I just want to close that conversation quickly. I think you all understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not like that. Like, I'm not gonna just get at you unless it's coming from the heart. I guess I can say, like, I could cut you up, but I have emotional intelligence. I've grown in a way where I'm not so, I don't have a reflective reaction anymore. I think about what I want to say. I feel it out. I think about how the other person might feel. I think about, am I stronger than this other person? Yes. Are they talking shit about me? Does it suck? But who can hurt who more? Like, who can cause more pain? And time after time, I feel like it's me. It's me that can hurt this person more than they can hurt me. So I stay quiet, and that's what happened back then. Now, this time around, it changed. What happened changed everything. Like, the whole, like, drama around the shots, that changed everything for me. It made me feel like, okay, I'm no longer going to, and you shouldn't let people change who you are, but I feel this can be the exception. Like, I'm cutting people up going forward. Like, if you say something to me, I'm coming at you, like, right back.
Wednesday, and it is snowing. I'm not really prepared for it. I was telling John this morning that I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel, you know, and I think that people that live here think that that's the way it has to be because you're from New York, that, you know, they feel like that's just something that you have to live with, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going quickly to the Botanical on 116th here. It's called Almancen, Oshun. I just need sage. That's really all I go for. I need sage because I went thrifting and I want to cleanse my clothes. Also, I would just want to cleanse myself, my energy. You know, there's a lot of unhappy people at work, and I feel like I said I'm mad sensitive to all that, so I just want to rub it off. I couldn't record inside. I asked for permission and they didn't want me to, so I got the piece, and it's a really big piece. Like, I think I've shown you in the past in my Botanical haul. It's like this big. It's like a corn. It's like a big piece of corn, and it's $10. So I think that is pretty fair. It's cold. Waiting for a bus that I literally passed 20 minutes ago, but I refused to cross the park at night, and so now I'm stuck waiting for it. hopefully there's space for me. I am on my way to Lincoln Center, of course, to see a movie, to see the Mr. Rogers movie. I'm so excited for it. December, Friday the 13th. So yesterday I had, I guess, the toughest little 10 minutes at work that I've ever had. So far, I guess you can say. And it was because of micromanaging, and I had no idea what micromanaging felt like. And yesterday when I experienced it, I kind of got stuck. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I had to say something because before the day was up, because I wouldn't be able to function this way. Like, I can't work under these circumstances, and I needed to make that clear right then and there, you know, to nip that in the bud right then and there so that it doesn't grow and fester into an ugly, unhealthy, miserable work environment. That guy that was playing the saxophone, he's my favorite part of the morning, my favorite part of the commute. I guess I can say that. He's lovely, and he's out there every day. Well, not every day, but most mornings. And I never have cash to give him, but I had it today. So I gave him cash. I recorded a little bit so that you can see him too. Glossier is right there for all you people that love Glossier. Yes, sir. You gotta save money whenever possible. So behind me here we have Amy Ruth's. Amy Ruth's is mad delicious. It's a restaurant, it's been here for ages, and oh my goodness, every time I come here I have the same thing. John always tries something different. He's like that. Me, once I love something, I like continue at it. This is a local spot. A lot of tourists come here, they love it. The line starts there is usually all the way back here. I've come here and had to get on the line where it was like back here. But it's 2 floors, it's pretty spacious, so the line moves really quickly.
I'm Kelsey Beckford. Yes, nice to meet you. I'm also a Harlemite born and raised as well. Yeah. So we're a treat shop, meaning that we only do treats, so no baked goods yet until we get a bigger space. So right now we have bonbons, truffles, turtles, pralines, chocolate sauces, and chocolate bark, as well as chocolate brownstone bars. New York City, in Hamilton Heights, we're on between 138th and 139th Street, 7th Avenue, as us Harlemites know. If you're not in Harlem, you can always have the essence and the taste of Harlem when you order from Harlem Chocolate Factory.
That's right. Thank you very much. So I just left Harlem Chocolate Factory. It was so dope. It's really windy out here, so I can't do much talking, but it was a gorgeous experience with some dope women that run and work in Harlem Chocolate Factory. I met Aisha. I kind of met Jessica really quickly. She's really busy. And Kelsey. And they're really dope, really great. You can tell when people are just like dope, honest, real people, and they're focused on their work and the changes that they're making in history. They were the only Black-owned chocolate business in a chocolate fair. I forgot the name of it that she went to. I think it was last year. And that's huge. And I told her that's the kind of stuff that the people want to see. Those are the kind of achievements that matter. Like, you're making history.
Harlem, 2/5 with it. Come holla at us.
going to Goodwill right now. It is Saturday, December 21st. We're going to Goodwill. I'm gonna look for a New Year's Eve outfit. This is my favorite decoration here in Harlem. It is Raskin's Carpets Christmas display. Yes, did you do it?
You do it every year.
Is it you that does it?
Huh?
Is it you that does it?
No, everybody do it.
Oh, you see, I love it. I'm so thankful for this window every year. So you let everybody know, okay? In New York 1, they showed the guy that's been in the business of like making puppets, mechanical puppets, like his whole life. And he seemed like such a joyous person. I'm like, you're living your dream through art for your whole life. Of course you're happy. Going to Barney's because they're closing down, so everything's like 35% off. I wanted to treat myself to some fancy things this Christmas. Yeah. Don't know if you can see, but right there is an option to kind of be on screen on there. So this gets really interactive. So he takes a photo of himself and then he'll wind up there. That's so cool. I'm gonna try now. Good morning, Merry Christmas. I am walking around Marcus Garvey Park and look what I just found in the park. Someone has put ornaments up on this tree. The ornaments are dog pet pictures. I think it's so cute. Happy New Year to you all. I'm happy. It's 2020 and it just feels right because we've learned so much. That's my new bell. Do you hear that? Like, I don't like it. I'd rather it sound like a regular bell. Anyway, what I was saying was that we learned so much in 2019. Like, we have to do right in 2020. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's January 6th. I'm in an orientation for a potential production assistant job. So I got out of the production orientation. Hopefully I'm chosen for it. I would be so happy. I think that I could be chosen for it because I have so much experience, you know, doing my own YouTube channel. So I'm in Brooklyn. I'm not in Brooklyn often, and I wanted to show you some art. Works of art with just one word, yes and yes, maybe in between yes and yes, makes me feel like it's a positive. It feels positive. Hello, it is January 7th and Tuesday, and we are on our way to a musical on Broadway. Look at the line. It's pretty long, but it's moving, so hey, there's John! What did you think of it?
Very cool, man.
Very cool?
Yeah.
Hello. So for the culture report, I have some things written down, but I know I forgot some. I know I did. If I remember before the video goes up, I'll add it. If not, I'll try to hold on to it, like write it down and put it in my next vlog. So I recently saw Uncut Gems and I enjoyed it because I felt like I was looking at someone's actual reality, like someone's life. And I love when a movie does that. I love when I feel like I'm peeking into someone's life. It was anxiety inducing. Like it was fast. It was fast until it stopped and then it was just over. So if you're sensitive, it's gonna probably have your heart racing and things like that. I saw Clean and Slim a while back when it came out.
I was so excited for it. I thought that it would have a positive ending because I thought that if you have, you know, if it's your story and you're making it up and you have the power to give it a good ending, I thought that you will, because there's so much fucking disaster in this world, especially dealing with brown and black people. I thought that if, you know, if you're a brown and black person rewriting your story or writing your story, you're gonna be the fucking, you know, you're gonna be the one at the end. But the writers kept it real. They kept it in line with what's happening in the world. And so if I knew that it was going to end the way it did, I probably would have not gone to see it, just because I can't anymore. Like I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it in the news. I'm sick of it of being reality. I'm sick of seeing it in TV and in art. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see any abuse against brown and black people ever again in my life. But I give them my money because it's important to have this art out there. It's important of art require funding, and if we're not going to pay to see it, then they're not going to get the funding. You know, they're not going to get the funds. So it was beautiful to behold. How would I try and describe it? I've been getting really good at describing and saying what I actually feel lately. So that's why I'm always like taking a second, giving myself the time to think about it. The backdrop was gorgeous. The way they captured the mundane beauty of life was something that I really appreciated. Anyhow, so it was. It's funny saying that a movie like that is a good movie, but it was something that I enjoyed watching. But like I said, had I known that it was going to end a certain way, I probably would have not seen it. I would have still purchased the ticket though, because I'd be doing that. Hair Love, a 6-minute cartoon, and it's so wonderful. It's so dope. It's so precious. So I recommend it, of course. I'll link it. I think I can link that one below. I think it's free for everybody to see. 6 minutes, really dope, really warm. Like I teared. I watched it twice. It made me so emotional. The next one is, I watched Homecoming on January 1st. I know y'all all seen it, but I watched it again on New Year's Day, and I was enthralled, captivated again. Beyonce, God, like just all that work, all that strength, it makes you feel like you can do whatever you want to do. It's empowering like that. It's motivating like that. It's inspirational like that. So of course, give that one another watch, because it just gets you going. If you need something to get you going, Homecoming will do it. Okay, so this is a real guilty pleasure of mine, but I'm going to mention it. There's a show called Temptation Island. And I just started watching it. It's old, like it's up to season 2 or 3, I don't know, but I just watched it, and it's my guilty pleasure. It's tough, like, you know, you go through all these emotions with these couples that go on this island to practically be seduced and cheat on each other. It's a mess, but it's my guilty pleasure, so I'm gonna recommend it because I think you'll love it. I think that you would enjoy watching it too. What else? St. John. I just saw St. John in Webster Hall. He was so dope in person, just like in, you know, through my speakers, through my headphones. He was excellent. So there's a new video out for Borders. I'm gonna go ahead and link his 2 albums, Ghetto Lenny Love Songs, and the first one, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but I'm gonna link it. There's a new video out for Borders, and it features, of course, Lenny Kravitz, and it is a gorgeous video, a sexy video. It's really good. The song is beautiful. I love it. Very sexy song. And that's all I have written down, which is, you see how I knew it. I knew I was missing things, because that's not it. I've seen things. I've read things. I just can't freaking remember right now. Oh, there's a show on Netflix, and I can't remember the name, but I really enjoyed it. I binged it. It's a French show. It's like about needing your girlfriend. It's good. I enjoyed it. Binged it. I think you will enjoy it too. So I'm gonna link it and add it. It's with the girl from 2 Broke Girls, the thick one. I like her. I think that's it for now. I don't know why, but I can't think of anything else. And my fingers are cold. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Stay tuned for my next one. It's already going. Like, I'm already started to take things and feelings and emotions. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.